Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what's on their mind lately for the person on your mind. So, before we get started with your pile selection, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Keen. So, this is how my best friend almost ruined my relationship. It started with a missed call from Emily on my boyfriend Kyle's phone at a weird time. Then I saw a missed call from Kyle on Emily's phone as well. I wondered why they'd call each other while I'm at work. My heart raced. I trust them, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I felt uneasy about Emily before. A year ago, I noticed how she and Kyle seemed to click, sharing jokes and glances that made me uncomfortable. Once I even caught Emily smiling at a message from Kyle, and when I asked him about it, he said it was private. I just dismissed it as paranoia due to my trust issues, but the doubt lingered. The new incident made my old suspicions resurface. Kyle became more secretive, always on his phone, which was unusual for him, and Emily started cancelling plans last minute, which wasn't like her. Everything seemed off, and my anxiety grew. I confronted Kyle about the call, but he brushed it off as a mistake. But when I asked Emily, she said she didn't even remember calling at all. Their vague answers made me even more anxious. I needed to know the truth, so that's when I decided to consult with a tarot reader from Keen. I browsed Keen's website, searching for the right psychic for my situation. I found one specializing in relationship readings with great reviews. But it was her energy that caught my attention, so I decided to consult with her, hoping she could reveal the truth. I explained my fears and asked for clarity. As she began typing, I just felt a gnawing anxiety, fearing the truth I might hear. She told me the cards speak of betrayal, and my stomach dropped. Then she added, but they also speak of celebration, a union of hearts. Confused and frustrated, I asked, what does that mean? Her vagueness felt like torture. The truth lies in what you choose to see. The betrayal may not be what you think. Sometimes the heart sees what it fears, not what is real, she responded. I left the chat more confused than ever. Over the next few days, her words echoed in my mind, turning every interaction with Kyle and Emily into something sinister. The final straw came when I saw Kyle and Emily together at a coffee shop, speaking in hushed tones. They didn't see me, but I saw enough to confirm the worst. I left in tears. Back home, I felt broken. How could they betray me? But as I paced around, the tarot reader's words returned to me. Celebration? Union of hearts? Could there be another explanation? The next day, I decided to confront them. I know something's going on, I blurted out. Just tell me the truth. Kyle and Emily exchanged a glance, then smiled. We were going to tell you tonight, Emily said softly. Tell me what? I demanded. Kyle pulled out a small velvet box. We've been planning a special anniversary surprise for you. Our 3-year anniversary is next month. Emily helped me because you trust her taste more than mine. My mind reeled as everything fell into place. The strange calls, the secret meetings, the cryptic conversations. It was all for me. I felt a flood of relief and guilt. The tarot reader's words made sense now. The betrayal was actually my own mistrust, twisted by my fears. I hugged them both, tears streaming down my face as the weight of doubt lifted. They've been planning something beautiful for me, not against me. So I realized that sometimes trust means choosing to see love, even when fear blinds you. I hope you enjoyed that little nugget of my personal life, and if you've had thoughts about something you need clarity on, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can get a reading whenever it suits you. Just create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. Each reader has unique gifts and specialties, so whether you need insights on love, career, or life in general, they can provide deeper understanding and guidance. Choose whichever reader best suits you, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now, here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile selection, we have 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, you have the Rose Quartz Crystal with the Muse Tarot. For pile number 2, you have Amethyst with the Queer Tarot. And for pile number 3, you have Agate with the Light Seers Tarot. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile, pick whichever one you are most drawn to. So hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi, limit pile number 1. So if you chose this Rose Quartz Crystal and the Muse Tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what's on their mind lately when it comes to the person on your mind. So these are just thoughts that are on their mind. I decided to do this reading a little bit differently than how I usually do it, because usually I ask about like what that person is thinking about you and their thoughts around you. But this time I just kind of want to look at their thoughts in general, like what's on their mind, so you can better understand this person on your mind. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you do find yourself resonating with these messages, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your cards now. So I did already record this yesterday, but I lost the footage. So I'll try to add in everything I remember that I said yesterday when I was recording. And then I'll try to look at what we have right now. So spirit guides of pile number 1, spirit guides of pile number 1, what's on their mind lately? What's on their mind lately for the person on their mind? You have the 8 of Swords. You have the 8 of Cups. What is on the person on their mind's mind lately? The 2 of Pentacles. You have the 6 of Cups. You have the Wheel of Fortune. And at the back of the deck so far, you have the 6 of Pentacles. I also feel like adding in one extra card here with the Chariot. Okay, so what is on this person's mind lately? I see them feeling stuck at the moment, feeling as though they're kind of ruminating about the past with the 6 of Cups here. What I did pick up on yesterday when I did record this and the footage was lost was this person had a lot of people from their past betray them, betray their trust, just not treat them in the way they deserved, right? And this person started to gain trust issues as a result of that, where it was hard for them to trust people. And they found that every time they tried to open up to a person, they started to accidentally push the person away because of being scared to trust. And I do see that again here in this pile, that this person is ruminating a lot about the past, about past experiences that hurt them, that left them stuck. I do see that a lot of emotions are coming up for them right now. And I see that they're trying to let go of these emotions and try to let go of these memories from the past and live fully in the present moment and not let that kind of affect them too much anymore, because it feels like sometimes the past affects this person and they don't want to be affected by the past anymore because it does make them feel stuck. So this is on their mind lately. You know, I want to let go of the past. I want to move forward. I want to become stronger. That's been on their mind lately. I see the need to have compassion for themselves, that they are healing and they are going through this journey of healing. The Five of Cups is popping out with the Queen of Cups, and the Five of Cups came out yesterday when I did record this. So, yeah, a lot of feelings, a lot of disappointments coming out for this person right now. And they're thinking about their emotions a lot right now and what they're currently feeling and how they just want to let go of these feelings. They don't want to experience this anymore. Although they're going through a lot of emotions right now, I do see that this person is strong and they can get through this. And I do see from Spirit that there's a reason why this is coming up for them right now. I see that they're meant to actually let go of these feelings and these memories from the past, but they're supposed to first feel it to understand and let go. I do see a lot of analyzing the emotions, trying to figure out the root cause of the emotions, trying to like dive deeper into it. So I do see that, and I do also see that whenever this person is feeling sad, stressed out, anxious, whatever it is, they think as though you are always like lifting them up. And you don't even have to say anything to lift them up. Just your presence alone, your hugs, your smile lifts them up so much. They don't even have to speak about what they're going through for your presence to uplift them. It's just like your presence alone just makes them happy. Even if they're having a really bad day, your presence alone makes them so happy, just calms them whenever they're anxious or stressed out. It just makes them happy whenever they're feeling sad. Whenever they're feeling sad, you could do or say certain things that make them laugh, that make them no longer feel sad. And there's just this uplifting vibe that you bring to this person that this person appreciates about you. I do see that this person wants to open up to you about these emotions they're experiencing right now, but they do also sometimes subconsciously push away the people around them. And I do see that this person wants to finally let go of trust issues and not push people away anymore and just open up their heart to the people they love and trust like you. And I think this person knows you want to support them, but they're not exactly always the type of person that speaks about feelings, so it's a little bit hard for them, but I do see them wanting to open up to you in some way, shape, or form. I see that this person has an inner child wound. I never picked up on this yesterday. I see an inner child wound where it's like, I want to speak about my feelings, but nobody cares, nobody listens, nobody cares. So if this person does open up to you, the best thing you can do for them to show their inner child that you do care is to listen, show that you're listening, and show that you actually care, show that you're like invested in what they're saying and that you feel something from what they're saying, that you actually like have compassion for them and everything like that. So they could have opened up when they were little to, parents, to people around them, and it's like people just didn't care. And that's probably why they don't open up anymore to people. But this person isn't aware of this childhood wound. That's what I see. It's like they're not aware of it. It's all subconscious. I see this person thinking lately, like, I want more stability in my life. I want more balance in my life. I see them trying to create a routine that allows them to add all areas of life that they want to improve on, but also maintain. So, for example, let's say they have a routine that isn't too strict, because I see this person doesn't need such a strict routine, but they do need consistency. They do need some kind of a routine, but also some kind of freedom at the same time. And so I see this person maybe thinking that, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't make my routines too strict, but I should add things into my routine that help me better myself in my life. So maybe on Monday, I'm learning something for my work. Maybe Tuesday night, I spend time with my family. Maybe Wednesday night, I go to the gym, whatever it is. Like, I see this person trying to balance out different areas of life and not neglect one area of life by focusing on another area of life. I also see this person thinking that they are feeling kind of burnt out lately. They've been working very hard on something or stressing a lot or whatever. They've been spending their energy in things that it's almost like they're spending too much of their energy and time on something, and they are feeling a little bit burnt out. And I see them thinking like, I need to take care of myself more, I need to rest more. So that's something I do see. I also see, along with how I said routines, um, I see this person, yeah, wanting to find balance so that they don't neglect one area of life. And I see this person thinking, I also want to make time for the people I love and not just think about work, not just think about school. I want to put things in my routine that allow me to feel fulfilled in all areas of life. So I want to spend time with family. I want to spend time with the people I love, like you. You know, I see this person thinking that in their mind, like, um, I don't want to just spend time thinking about this one thing or working on this one thing. I also want to feel fulfilled in these other areas of life and build my relationships and build to do with my career or my studies, you know, things like that. That's what I see quite prominently. I see this person thinking of like, how can I make changes in my life that are going to better my life and just improve my life in general, the quality of my life. So that could even be thinking about like health and fitness and things like that, because I do think this person has been thinking or realizing, you know, I've been neglecting myself a lot lately. I've just been focusing on one area of life and neglecting myself in other areas of life. So that's what I see. I also see this person thinking in their mind, I want to overcome these things I've been experiencing. I don't want to feel stuck anymore. I don't want to feel like a victim to my circumstances anymore. I'm going to make this change for myself. I'm not going to wait for somebody to bring me an opportunity. I'm going to go out there and grab the opportunity myself. So that's what I see this person's thinking in their mind. I see a lot of realizations around their pain, their trauma, and I did see that yesterday as well, that allow them to finally move forward from that. And I see them not wanting to give people from their past the satisfaction of not trusting people anymore, because I see that this person wants to trust again, wants to open up their heart again, and doesn't want to let people from their past, you know, take that gift of love away from them in a way where they start to push people away. Because what if the person that they want to open up to is actually trustworthy and they're just scared of it? So I see this person thinking that in their mind. Next you have the Five of Cups. So I did already speak about this. Three of Pentacles. You have the Lovers. So they're thinking about your connection a lot lately. You have the Six of Wands. Their work. You have the Devil. Okay, so I see that this person might want to make certain choices in their career that allow them to grow, that allow them to reach their desires, that allow them to achieve something. And again, I'm seeing this uplifting, motivating energy that you bring to them. So, you know, whenever they have a goal or something they feel like sometimes is too big, there's something about you reminding them that they can do it and uplifting them and motivating them. And I see this person wanting to use their anger as fuel to motivate them towards their success, towards bettering their life. I'm hearing that quote, success is the best revenge or something like that. So I'm hearing that in my mind of like, and I'm seeing like a man in the gym and he's like telling himself my enemies will never see me struggle, like stuff like that. Like I'm seeing that in my mind, like almost someone use their anger as fuel to motivate them. Of like, I'm gonna better myself and you're gonna eat your words kind of energy. Prove people wrong kind of energy. So I see this person thinking around that mindset, if that makes sense. With the lovers here, they're obviously thinking about you a lot. They're thinking about how they want to spend more time with you, make more time for you if they've been very busy lately. And if they have been a little bit distant lately, it's because they're feeling all of this and because they're feeling a little bit tired and burnt out. So they're not ignoring you if you do resonate with that. They do want to spend more time with you and yeah, like just pay more attention to you overall. There's also something about them having certain problems with coworkers or people they work with, but I also see them wanting to prove those people wrong. Because this person almost feels like people underestimate them, right? And I'm seeing something about this person also wanting to heal certain things within your connection. So let's say you or do something different than what they're doing right now. So let's say you have a small disagreement. I see them like wanting to work through it with you and talk about it with you and communicate and do things differently than how they usually do. You know, not react so much, um, and just kind of work with you like you're a team. That's what I see. I see this person thinking like lately, I don't want just success. I want health because health is wealth. It doesn't help I have all this money, but I don't have health. You know, I want good relationships. I want all these things in my life, and I need to work towards all of it and make sure I'm paying attention to all these things in my life so that it actually happens for me. Because it's not just going to happen for me, like, I have to make it happen. So I see this person thinking certain thoughts like that. Like, I need to make this happen. It's not just going to fall into my hands. We have the world cosmos. You have the Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah, I see this person in a big phase of letting go. I see a big spiritual awakening happening for them at the moment that allows them to let go of the past and allows them to finally move forward and open up their heart. There's a lot of heart chakra healing happening in this person's energy field right now. And I see this person finally opening up their heart. I also see them becoming more powerful in nature. Um, so what Spirit is showing me is, you know, in Dragon Ball Z, I don't know why Spirit's showing me Dragon Ball Z, but anyways, you know, when they kind of are in a fight or something, and the person is almost like beating them, in the fight, and they feel almost weak, and they feel beaten up, and then they become more powerful. They become the more powerful version of themselves. So I'm seeing that in my mind. This person always feels beaten down by life right now, but they are going to emerge into the most powerful version of themselves. Rise like the phoenix above anything that has made them feel stuck, nervous, stressed out, sad, anxious, whatever it is. They're going to rise above that. And that's what I see. And they're going to become more powerful. I see this person just having a lot of realizations about themselves and their life by really analyzing their emotions. I see that they're a very analytical person. When they feel things, they don't just feel, they analyze their feelings. And that's how I see this person in their energy. I see them analyzing a lot of people that have betrayed them or hurt them or wounded their trust. And I see them realizing that they always felt something was off with those people. So maybe they're realizing, okay, I had certain gut feelings about these people, but maybe I just didn't see it as a gut feeling at first. So now I'm going to listen to those feelings and not ignore them. Because I do feel like this person does have intuition, but they just don't realize it yet. And what I am also seeing here is this person is analyzing like these situations and thinking to themselves like, why do I focus on the negative things that have happened to me in the past? Like, why do I focus on this so much? Questioning that in their mind. Like, why do I always focus on the negative? Why don't I focus on the positive things in my life right now, like you, giving more time and attention to you? Why do I focus on people that have hurt me and instead focus on people that do love me and want to be there for me? You know what I mean? So, not that they're focusing on them as in like they want to go back to those people, but I do think that at this point in their life, a lot of healing's taking place. So those emotions and feelings are coming up for them in order to let go of it. But I see them thinking like, why do I focus so much on these things and not these things? So I see them like thinking I need to put my focus on things that actually matter, things that are actually good for me and my mind, you know what I mean? So that's what I see. Like I'm seeing an image of somebody water flowers in their mind, so that they can have growth and actually like make their mind a nice place to live in, like that other quote. I'm actually seeing that clairvoyantly, which is why I'm mentioning it. And the Four of Pentacles reverse is like finally like letting go of what I've been holding on to. So this is the gist of what I see here. I do hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my polymer twos. If you chose this amethyst crystal and the queer tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what's on this person's mind lately, the person on your mind, okay? So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you do find yourself resonating with these messages, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. So with this reading, we're doing things a little bit differently. I'm only going to be looking at what's on their mind lately. And it doesn't necessarily have to be just about you, because usually when I do these types of readings, it's like their thoughts on you and things like that. But I think these types of readings are good to do. And I was guided to do this from Spirit, to just kind of help you understand this person more and what's going on mentally for them right now. So that's what we're going to take a look at. So let me go ahead and shuffle your cards. I did already record pile 1 and 2 yesterday, but I lost the footage. So I'm going to try remember everything I said yesterday when I was recording and also add what I see now. Okay, so let's get into it. Spirit guides of pile number 2. Spirit guides of pile number 2. May I please tap into the person on their mind's energy and thoughts? What's going on in their mind right now for the person, their person? What's going on their person's mind right now? So you have the Seven of Swords. What's going on this person's mind right now? You have the Four of Wands reversed. Okay, I'm actually seeing quite a different energy from what I saw yesterday. Ace of Wands. But let's see what comes up. You have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, this is a totally different energy. Okay, Six of Swords. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I saw yesterday because I do feel like it adds up, but there's another energy that I never saw yesterday. So what I saw yesterday was this person was like looking at their life, looking at their dreams, looking at their wishes, right? And what they want to have in their life. They were like looking at, okay, what do I want in the future? What do I truly want? What do I want for my career? What do I want my life to look like? What do I want my life to feel like? What do I want in my relationships? Things like that. And what I saw was this person has very big dreams and wishes that actually lead them towards their purpose. So these dreams and wishes and goals they have aren't for nothing. They're actually part of what this person is fated for, fated to experience, right? But I saw that this person was making certain choices that actually stray them far off the path from their actual wishes, goals, and like dreams. So say for instance, I have a wish of like having a beautiful romantic connection, and every time I get into a romantic connection, I'm making decisions that actually sabotage the connection I do want. I'm taking myself off the path of what I truly want by doing that. So I see this person thinking about the decisions they're making lately and how they've made bad decisions in their life that aren't actually leading them towards what they want. They may be self-sabotaging when it comes to their own goals, dreams, and desires. And they are the only person holding themselves back. This person is thinking about this recently, like, I always blame everybody else around me. I always blame outside situations, but I'm the only one holding myself back. Nobody else is. I'm the one holding me back by self-sabotaging, by not believing in myself, by having imposter syndrome. I see a lot of insecurities coming up for this person right now at this moment and thinking like, am I even good enough? I see a lot of like insecurities that other people don't see. So say this person has this negative perception of self that other people don't see. And it's like, I just see this person thinking about that. Like, why do I have this negative perception of self, but other people don't see this when I talk about this? Like let's say I admit an insecurity and then other people are like, what? Like, I don't see that with you. And I see this person thinking that. And I see that this person actually needs people in their life that are going to listen to them when they're speaking about like insecurities and stuff and actually tell them like, no, that's not true. Maybe these insecurities come from things people have told this person or things they've told themselves. But I do see a lot of negative self-talk. I do see a lot of criticism to the self. And I think that sometimes this person can be their own worst enemy and can be the person that actually derails their path and not anybody else. Nobody is doing anything to their life that causes them to fail. They're the ones that are holding themselves back. And I see them thinking this recently. So that was what I saw yesterday, like what I remember. But what I see here in the cards right now kind of links up to it, but is a different energy from what I saw yesterday. So let me explain what I see. I see commitment issues today. I didn't see this yesterday. And yesterday I used that example of, let's say I want that healthy relationship, but every time I get into one, I keep self-sabotaging. So this could be what this person's literally doing, self-sabotaging in their connections, maybe wanting that beautiful connection, but then every time they get in one, their commitment issues almost act up and they start sabotaging the connection themselves. And I think you already intuitively know about this or know about this somewhat or sense this about this person. So I see this person thinking in their mind, like, why do I always do this whenever I get into a relationship? I want a connection deep down, but every time I get into one, I'm afraid of like my freedom being taken away from me. I'm afraid of actually committing to the person forever. I'm afraid of making the person my priority because what if they just leave me or hurt me? It's almost like this energy of, I'm afraid that you will leave me or hurt me, so then I go and hurt you first. And it's a subconscious thing. I've seen this before in psychology. I don't know what to call it exactly, but I'm just very interested in psychology. So I've seen this before where it's like, I'm afraid you hurt me, so I hurt you first. Even though I don't mean to, it's almost like that just comes up for me. So this person has certain wounds around relationships that are being triggered whenever they get into a new connection. And I think that this person is trying to understand where this comes from, is trying to like find different ways of actually like changing their behavior so that they can make different choices in their life because they're realizing they're the ones that hold themselves back. I see this person maybe even realizing, wow, I say I want a healthy relationship, but then I only look for this in my relationships, and that's not actually leading me to the relationship I want. So say, for example, this person is making decisions where they're keeping their options open, where they're, how do I explain this without being offensive? Okay, let's say I want a relationship, right? And I'm only looking at a man that's hot, but I'm not actually looking at this man and thinking, does he have a good personality? And then I'm trying to find like the hottest man. This is not me. This is me trying to explain the energy. So let's say I'm trying to find the hottest man alive, but I'm not actually truly looking at his personality, his values, who he is deep down. And then he starts treating me badly, and I'm wondering, why is this happening to me? Why is the universe against me? But I actually caused this for myself by looking for the wrong thing in relationships. So I see this person doing that with the Ace of Wands, Seven of Cups, maybe even being the type that keeps their options open, that doesn't like settle down, but then wanting to settle down deep down, but then also being afraid of it deep down. So this person is just very confusing overall. It feels like they are a little bit wishy-washy. They know what they want, but they're also wishy-washy when it comes to what they want, because maybe they doubt that they can actually have what they want. And that is them getting in their own way. It's like, I want this, but then I'm getting in my own way. And that's what I see this person thinking about recently, that they want to change about themselves. Okay. So Spirit Guides of pile number 2. Spirit Guides of pile number 2. What is this person on their mind thinking about lately? You have the Nine of Wands. It's like, I'm causing my own challenges. Nothing is restricting me. Nothing is holding me back. I'm the one restricting myself. I'm the one causing these problems for myself and then blaming everybody else, blaming everything outside of me. So I see this person finally coming to a sense of accountability. And I actually saw this yesterday. I saw that their ancestors and angels are speaking to them directly, are giving them certain messages that they think are thoughts. So I see this person thinking certain thoughts. You have the Lovers, the Judgment card. I see this person thinking certain thoughts like, I'm holding myself back. Nobody else is holding me back. And they think it's their thought, but it's actually the angels trying to speak to them, trying to get them to actually take accountability for maybe the problems they've caused in their own life. And again, I'm not trying to be negative or like offensive in this reading, but it is what I see here, so I have to be truthful. And I see that this person really does want love, but is maybe creating their own problems to do with love. But I don't just see this to do with love, because yesterday when I did the reading, I saw it like with multiple areas of their life. Like, let's say I want this type of career and I want this type of success, but every time I get near that, I self-sabotage. I see that very strongly with this person, not just with their love life and relationships. And yeah, I see their ancestors, angels, trying to get them to see that they are causing their own misery. Okay, you have the King of Swords. So I see this person thinking very deeply about like, how can I change something about myself? How can I let go of this negative habit with the Eight of Cups? How can I let go of these things I do that I no longer want to do, that I no longer want to like align with anymore? I think this person recently got a wake-up call where they saw somebody that was similar to them. So this could be literal, this could be metaphoric, but I'm seeing a person see an older version of them, right, that is acting the same way as them. So let's say they literally met a person that acts the same way as them, but is like in their 60s, 70s, 80s. And they see how this person has derailed their own life by acting this way. And it's like, I'm getting a wake-up call now because I don't want to be that when I get older. That could be a literal parent of theirs that acts this way. That could be something they saw on a TV show. That could be something they saw in a dream. It could just be like their own mind telling them, I don't want to be this when I grow older. But I'm seeing that visually and clairvoyantly, like an older person that's similar, that does the same thing that I don't want to be like. So take it as it resonates for you, however that resonates, if it's literal or it's metaphorical. So next you have the Four of Swords. Next you have the Death card. I see this person wanting to make a change in their life and not like relax too much with the situation. Actually like put in the work to make a change. I see this person maybe also thinking, I want to go to therapy, maybe see somebody that's going to help me figure this out, because I see this person not understanding where this comes from or why they do this. And I see this person maybe trying to fix whatever they're doing, try to fix their mistakes of the past, try to like make different choices. But then I see this person sometimes falling back into old ways. So they could already be trying to start to make different decisions, but sometimes be falling back, or sometimes feel like they're going backwards, not forwards. When they finally took 5 steps forwards, they take 2 steps backwards. So they could be thinking like this right now, like why am I taking steps forwards, but then every time I take a step forward, it feels like I'm taking a step backwards. So I see this person like wanting to talk to somebody like a psychologist or a professional that's going to be able to help them figure out the truth of where this comes from, so that they can finally change this about themselves. Because again, I don't see this person like wanting to be like this in the long run. I see them feeling very shameful about how they've been behaving and like the decisions they've been making lately, because they think to themselves, this is not truly who I want to be deep down. This is not truly how I want to live my life deep down. So I see them like wanting to focus very much on how they can change this and how they can find out why they do this, so that they can finally understand how to make the change and how to understand themselves. So this is where I'm going to leave the reading. I do hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose this agate crystal and the Light Seers Tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what's on their mind lately for your person, right? So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. But if you do find yourself resonating with these messages, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Also, what I want to say before I get started with this reading, I'm doing this reading a little bit differently. Usually when I read like a person on your mind, I will read their thoughts about you, but this time I felt called to just like reading their thoughts in general, what's on their mind lately, so that you can have a better understanding of this person. So as I'm in this person's energy, my nose is itching, and when that usually happens, that is a message that somebody is afraid to feel something. So I do see that this person could be running from their feelings and emotions right now, afraid to feel their feelings and emotions because it might be too painful. And as I'm in this person's energy, I didn't feel this in pile 1 or 2, and I've been sitting here the whole time. My stomach is in a lot of pain right now. So I don't know if this person's literally feeling stomach pain right now, or if that is a metaphor for something. The stomach relates to the solar plexus and sacral energy. So this person, if it's metaphorical, then this person could be dealing with a lot of insecurities right now, or something along those lines. Or they could have literally ate something that made their stomach sore. I don't know, but that's what I'm getting just energetically. So Spirit is letting me know that I'm currently like absorbing some of the energy of their pain, whether that be physical or emotional, to help them transmute this. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. Let's see what comes up for you. So, Spirit Guides of pile number 3, Spirit Guides of pile number 3. What is on their mind lately? The person on their mind. Can I tap into the person on their mind's energy and what's on their mind lately? You have the Two of Swords. You have the Emperor reversed. You have the Empress reversed. You have the Seven of Wands. You have the Knight of Pentacles. And you have Temperance. And at the back of the deck, you do have the Eight of Swords reversed. Okay, so I think what I'm seeing here with this person is they want you to be patient with them. So that's on their mind lately. Like, they want you to be patient with them. they do want to be a lot more consistent with, the time and energy that they're giving you. But then I also see something with this person where sometimes it's hard for them to, I don't know how to explain this energy. What is this, spirit? I see this person having a consistent pattern of, I'm trying to like control the outcome, right? And every time I try to control the outcome, things just don't go in the way that I wanted to. And so I see this person trying to like make a choice to let go and surrender and not fight against what's happening currently in their life and accept what's currently going on in their life. And they could find that affects your relationship as well to this person, but also other aspects of this person's life. Because I feel like as I'm in their energy, I feel this need to control everything. I feel this need to like control the outcome, and I don't want to accept any other outcome. I want this outcome. So there's a sense of stubbornness here that this person's thinking about in regards to themselves. And there's something about like I want to free myself of this, because as I'm in this person's energy, it feels like my chest is getting very heavy, as if like I want to again control everything in my favor. Not necessarily control you, but like control the outcome, if that makes sense. And there's a need to surrender and just accept the present moment, even things that didn't go the way we expected it to, accepting it as it is and surrendering to it as it is. There's this feeling in this person's energy like I can't relax, I can't slow down. Everything has to go perfectly, everything has to go my way. So Spirit is showing me, when you're having a wedding and you're very stressed out that everything must go perfect with this wedding, the way you have planned it in your mind. I see this person being like that as a metaphor, for every other aspect of their life. Like things must go perfectly according to plan, otherwise this person stresses out. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. So even if there is no wedding, this is just a representation of this person, again, feeling like the need to control the outcome or make everything perfect. Um, but sometimes life is messy. Sometimes life isn't perfect. And I think this is what this person's thinking about recently, like trying to let go of their control freak nature. That's what I'm hearing in my mind. So I'm not calling this person a control freak or trying to be offensive, I promise, but sometimes, we tell ourselves things in their mind, like, or in our minds, like, okay, I'm so like this or I'm so like this. So they could be telling themselves in their mind like control freak, right? So I'm not calling them that, but I'm hearing that as I'm in their energy and tapping into their thoughts, right? So I see a choice here of like, I want to do things differently. I want to slow down. I want to relax. I want to go with the flow. This person could have a type A personality type. There could be prominent Virgo energy or earth sign energy in general, but also Aries and Sagittarius. And I'm just feeling like that type A personality type, like everything has to be the way I plan it. Um, if that makes sense. Like, let's say we go on holiday together and we plan to have breakfast at 6 a.m. And then now the people making breakfast are late and we have other plans for 9 a.m. And now that the breakfast is late, we're late for the plans at 9 a.m. And now I'm just stressing out. I'm seeing this person be in that type of energy, if that makes sense. So I'm just explaining it like in examples to kind of show you what I mean. Where it's like this person feels like they can't go with the flow, but they're trying to. Okay, so that's what I see here. So when I tap into the energy of their mental space, I do see that this person is very hard on themselves, with their thoughts like, oh, I didn't do this properly, or, you know, just very hard on themselves. Sometimes they blame themselves for things that are outside of their control. So let's say something happens where they couldn't control the outcome or the situation, it was outside of their control, but then they're blaming themselves for it as if it's their fault. Um, I just see this person like say mean things to themselves in their head, being very not even critical, but just like being very mean to themselves in their head. Like, oh, I didn't do this properly, or I made this mistake, or things like that. And I'm seeing that this person wants to think differently, do things differently than how they usually do it. I see this person trying to have ideas of like how they can change how they've always acted in the past, and like with this pattern that they have. And of course there is nothing wrong with being like this, but I see that it's kind of exhausting for this person. It feels like they're not truly free in their body, in their reality, because they're so anxious and stressed out by everything, by the most little things that most people wouldn't be stressed or anxious about. And so this person, I think that personality type they have can be an amazing thing. It can have its pros, but it can also have its cons. So the way this person reacts to this is it almost feels like everything is stressing them out, everything's making them worry, and they just don't feel free, like I said. But they want to feel free, they want to feel like more in control of their reality and the things that happen to them. But at the same time, they also want to kind of just let go and let things happen the way they are supposed to happen. This is a way of protecting oneself, of like, say this person went through things as a child where unexpected things happened to them where they couldn't see it happening. And as a result of that happening over and over again, maybe this person developed a protective mechanism, a coping mechanism of like, I try to control everything in my reality because maybe I didn't feel like I had control as a child. Maybe I felt like things were just happening to me or in my younger years and I couldn't control it. So now I'm trying to change things by controlling it. But then after a while, I notice how exhausting it is trying to control everything and have everything go perfectly in my way, if that makes sense. This person has a little bit of a perfectionistic quality to them, where I see them making like one small mistake and beating themselves up about it, which makes me very sad. This person shouldn't have to live in a way that makes them feel unfree, if that makes sense, that makes them feel stuck, that just makes them feel like their own mind is against them in a way. And yeah, it does make me sad. So now I understand why Spirit was showing me that energy in the beginning. Um, because it makes sense to me. Maybe that's why Spirit was showing me kind of like absorb some of their pain to help them transmute it, because Spirit was showing me like I should step into their energy and help transmute the energy for them. And this happens sometimes in my readings. So you'll notice sometimes when I do a reading and I start crying and I'm not sad, it's me transmuting the pain for the person, because I can do that with my gifts. But it doesn't always happen unless the person feels like it's too much, too intense for them to handle on their own. So then sometimes certain psychics will absorb that person's emotions or pain to help them heal. But I don't know if all psychics can do that. I just know I can do that. So it makes sense now. It does. I'm going to pull some more cards. Okay, so what else is on this person's mind lately? You have the Devil. You have the Eight of Swords reversed. When I look at the Devil card, I'm seeing like an apple and I'm biting it, and this apple's gold. But when I look on the outside, it looks all gold and perfect, but when I actually bite into it, there's worms in it. So I'm taking that as a metaphor for temptations to do something. And on the outside, it looks all gold and it looks all pretty. But then when I actually do that, I see that it actually doesn't lead to something good. So, for example, how we spoke about before, maybe this person's tempted to feel the need to control certain situations and thinks it will bring a better outcome to it. But then when they actually do it, they notice it actually isn't as good as it seems. It may sound good or look good from afar, but when you actually bite into that energy, it isn't as good as it seems, because it makes you stressed out, it makes you anxious, it makes you feel like, I'm trying to control the situation, but I still don't have control over the situation. So that's kind of what I'm picking up. 5 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. This is a really interesting perspective for me because I'm more of a type B personality type. I procrastinate a lot. Like sometimes I'm just like not organized or planned. And I've always wanted to be more like this. So it's kind of interesting just hearing a different perspective from another person that has a completely different personality type. So next you have the 6 of Cups. So this comes from a past memory from childhood or the younger years. We have the Queen of Wands. You have the Knight of Cups. You have the 3 of Wands. And you have the Chariot. This person feels unsatisfied with where their life is going at the moment. And every time they feel this way, they feel like, okay, I should take action. I should do this. I should do this to better my life, if that makes sense. And that can bring a lot of opportunities their way. But then they also find as they start to do that, maybe they start to notice what isn't good for them and what isn't serving them and what's actually making them feel unhappy in their life. What's actually making them feel unfulfilled in their life. What's actually making them just not enjoy life as much as they should, from their thoughts, right? Because they're thinking, I should be enjoying life more. I should be happy. I should be, I have all these things, but yeah, I'm not fulfilled. Like, I should be happy. I have this opportunity. I should be happy. That's the feeling I'm getting, I have all these things. I should be happy. I should be grateful. Why am I unfulfilled? So that's what this person's questioning in their mind, trying to get curious about what the Page of Swords and trying to understand about themselves. I see a lot of heart healing taking place in this person's energy. This person could have had experiences in their relationships where they were always like finding themselves in toxic relationships in the past, relationships with people that would always like have conflicts with them and fights with them. And I see that this has affected them in some way. I'm not sure how exactly, but it has. This could even be in their childhood because I'm just seeing the 5 of Wands in my mind. Um, like people around them just like fighting with them all the time, picking fights with them all the time. And then as a result of that, feeling the need to almost fight with reality. I'm seeing an image of somebody be in the waves in the ocean and they're fighting against the water. So maybe I'm fighting against flowing, I'm fighting against reality and the universe. Like, no, I want it done this way. If that makes sense. I'm trying to make sense of this person's thoughts. Just bear with me, pile number 3, because I'm channeling all of this as I speak. Okay, so I see this person wanting to spend more time doing things that help their mind relax, like reading, writing, taking walks, anything that's going to get their mind to relax, because I see a lot of that Gemini energy of like mental chatter, the mind racing. But this person doesn't have to be a Gemini. I'm just seeing that, like, the mind constantly race. and I don't feel like I can relax my mind as I'm in this person's energy. It just feels like the thoughts are all over the place, and everything always feels chaotic in my mind, and I want to organize it as I'm in this person's energy. I see that. Um, like I actually see a visual image inside their mind of like I'm trying to organize my thoughts. I'm trying to like write things down of what I'm feeling or thinking so that I can look at it and understand it. I'm trying to calm the mind down so that I can get ideas, because maybe my mind is going too fast that I'm struggling to find ideas of what to do next. So that's kind of what I see here. I do also pick up that you inspire this person a lot. I think this person looks up to you in a way, and I see them thinking about that recently. I also see them thinking about how you give them exactly what they need or want without them even having to ask you. And I feel this energy from this person. Previously in their past, they always had people give them things and it disappointed them. So, say for example, let me just explain the energy. I see them like receiving a Christmas gift and they told this person, um, they don't like this specific. Let me just try find an example. So the example, let's say somebody gifts this person socks and they don't even wear socks, and they've told this person I don't wear socks, and this person buys them socks anyways. It's like, did you even listen to me? Did you even care about like giving me a gift that I like? And again, I feel like this person having shame around like, maybe I shouldn't say anything because I should be grateful, like I received a gift from them. It's the thought that counts. But if you listened to me, if you really cared, you would have gotten me something I enjoy. You would have been thoughtful about this. So I see that happening to them in the past, but like many different people, and it doesn't have to be gifts, but like let's say this person's like, I like things done a certain way, and then they do it the opposite way for them, or something like that, where it's like people aren't listening to what this person likes or caring about what this person likes. They think they're doing something good by being generous, but they're not actually being thoughtful. And that's a problem this person's had, where they felt guilty about feeling this way previously. This could have happened in their previous relationships with family, with friends, and they always felt like they couldn't speak up because they should be grateful. I just feel that like I should be grateful. I shouldn't be feeling this way. I shouldn't be disappointed because they gave me something good. It's a thought that counts. But then I also see this person feeling disappointed. Like, does nobody even care what I want? But then there's something about you giving them what they want and need without them even sometimes knowing what they want or need, without them even asking you sometimes. And sometimes they do ask you and you get them exactly what they want or need. And that doesn't have to be material, right? It can be like maybe this person likes kisses and affection and you give them that. Or maybe this person likes when you compliment them, so you do that often for them. It's like little things like that where it's like, I like receiving this, and I like receiving this because you know me. So there's something about this person feeling understood by you in a way that other people haven't noticed. Like, um, other people just haven't taken out the time to understand this person, or like look at this person and remember things about them, but you always remember things about them that sometimes they even forgot. Like, they forget, like, oh, I told you this 3 months ago, but you remembered. Something about that's coming through. Like, you actually take the time to understand things about this person and remember things about them. I think there might also be thinking about the future of your connection, and they might also be thinking about plans they have for the future in general, for their life in general, and like how they can overcome the struggles that are in their life currently at this moment. I do think they think about your love a lot lately with the Ace of Cups at the back of the deck, but they're also trying to figure out why they're so unfulfilled in their reality. in their daily life so that they can try to make certain changes there and find that fulfillment. But I think that finding that fulfillment is going to come from within, not from external things. Because, like I said before, it's like, okay, I have this opportunity, I should be happy. But that's not what's actually going to make this person happy. It's finding that within. And I think that's the key here that they're just not seeing yet. So this is what I have for you, pile number 3. I do hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.